this weekend is big game weekend. If you know what big game weekend is, that means Super Bowl weekend. The problem is, I'm out of pellets. Let's go get some. Put your arms up. RecTeq itself, the headquarters, is only about an hour away from me. There's not going to be a recipe for today. Basically, I just want to tell you why I chose RecTeq for my grill. Okay? Okay, so I used to be a Traeger guy. Alright? And the reason I was a Traeger guy, little backstory. Where I live in South Carolina, our electric company, they hold these little meetings every year where you go and you get a certain amount off your bill and they talk about things coming up and whatever, stuff like that. My mom went to this one time and she won a little Traeger grill. I'd always wanted one and saw it, right? She gave me that pellet grill and I started off with the Traeger. So of course, being who I am, I'm very much so a what they call a fab whore. Okay, excuse the language. When I get into a brand, I stick with that brand mostly. Well, when I kept having issues with my little Traeger, and finally it came time where it just went kaput. All right, and the heating coil didn't work anymore, and it was going to take a while for me to be able to get another one. And so my wife was like, "Hey, Christmas, get your new grill." And I was like, a couple of my buddies have RecTeqs. So I went with RecTeq because why not? It's super close to me. We're just at the HQ. We were in there, super nice people all the time. Any questions I've had, they've answered them wonderfully. I have the flagship 1100. It's a very large step up from my little Traeger grill that I had, and I absolutely enjoy it. Let's pause for a second. We're gonna ride with Wade.
I can.
This is so cool.
I know.
Oh! Here, move your feet like it's swinging. Whee! This is neat.
I think that one will be funny.
Let's do it. Let's see how hot we can go. Let me know. I don't want to scare you, so let me know, okay? Do you want to get into one that you can like buckle it in like a baby seat?
No.
This is kind of cool. It's like for an adult and a kid to play. Or like two adults. I bet you Mama can sit in that seat.
I bet you.
We really need to get Mommy and Sissy here.
Yeah.
Alright, you ready to stop? I'm going to finish my video.
Yeah.
I didn't scare you, did I?
No.
Alright. Whee! That was so cool.
Thank you.
Got it?
Yeah. Now I'm going to do some rock climbing.
But RecTeq also is about family. They hold events here. They have a playground here. They've got a food truck. You can't really see it through the playground, but they host events and they do like movie nights and stuff for families. And it seems like there's just more they have going on for their customers than some of the other grills and stuff like that. So that's why I ultimately decided to go from the Traeger to RecTeq. Now, yes, I didn't buy the Traeger, okay, but if I would have, I probably still would have. When I kept looking at new grills, I wanted to get another Traeger. I wanted to stick with the Traeger Nation and stuff like that. But ultimately, because I was sold from my friends who have the RecTeqs and stuff, that I decided to go to RecTeq, and I absolutely love them. This is the second time I've actually been up here. First time I came up is when I got my grill. This is the second time, and they have been nothing but absolutely nice and wonderful people. And so I just couldn't ask for more. Also, the fact that they're super close, their headquarters are close. If I need anything, I can just drive up here. It's an hour away from my house. And it's fun. It's a little boys' day for me and Wade. So that is why I chose RecTeq. I will go a little bit further into the grill and why I like it in just a second. Right now, I'm going to hang out and play on the playground. So when I snap my fingers, we will be back home. And we're back here at home. Why do I... Where are we going? Where are we going? What are you doing? Bear with me. Okay, you going to sleep? Am I that boring already? Why do I like my RecTeq Flagship 1100? First off, you see that bag of pellets I just got? £40-pound hopper. Of course, I made a mess. I'm sorry. I tried. It's a 40-pound hopper. That's a 40-pound bag, 40-pound hopper. I'm sorry. Also, the space in this thing compared to this. Okay? This is my very first little Traeger grill. It's like the size of my arm space. Like, it's just... It did well. It did well. I'm happy with my RecTeq because of the size. Okay? Like I said, I'm going to keep this. I have plans for it. But the noticeable size. I've cooked brisket on here. I have cooked a rib. You know, that's the thing. But the noticeable difference is there, right? I've already cooked maybe I've cooked so much on this already before what you've even seen. Okay? I've cooked maybe like 100 wings on here. Not at one time. It was probably like 50. Whole wings. Not winglets, whole chicken wings. Okay? Multiple racks of ribs, pork butts, all the good stuff. It's just the room. I enjoyed the room. I also liked the fact that this whole situation here, touch of a button, bam, it's on, starting to do its thing. But you also got probe A, probe B, probe A, probe B, probe Z. Came with 2 probes. I like that because sometimes I don't want to continuously open up the grill lid to find out what my temperature is after I've already wrapped my ribs. So wrap my ribs, stick a probe in it, done. I know this may seem a little silly to some people because they're like, oh, you know, I've had the RecTeq or I've had a Traeger for years, or even the Pit Boss, yada yada, it has this and it's got the probes. Good for you. Me, it didn't. I didn't have any probes. Didn't have a place to put probes. You know what I did? I had a Rainbird, what was it called? Pretty sure it's called Rainbird, from Amazon probe thing, which was awesome. I enjoyed it. Now, I've got the Thermopin that I just like, if I need to. Okay? I'm upping my game on the grilling, along with the Blackstone. We're not talking about that right now. We're talking about the RecTeq. I'm upping my game with the RecTeq, okay? Because we're going to cook a lot of more amazing stuff on here. I'm constantly looking at new recipes to just change and cook on the RecTeq. Macaroni and cheese, boom, right? I don't even know. All the good stuff. Pizza, cookies. I cooked cookies on the Traeger one time. I've also cooked pizza on the Traeger one time. Cherry smoked chocolate chip cookies. If you've never had them, stay tuned, because we're going to do some stuff like that. But that's why I went with the RecTeq, is because, like, I had friends that had it. They talked me into it. I tried it, and I love it. This is where I'm at now. I love the fact that I'm an hour down the road, and I can go get my pellets if I really need to, or be a part of the community. So, yeah. I told a story. This won't be a recipe, but I'm going to cook something, because I got that new honey barbecue rub. Let's do some pork chops.
A few weeks after returning to USA, I had the opportunity to ask Virginia government in France the exact question.
I just pulled the pork chops off, let them rest. Of course, they're thin, doesn't take long to cook. But the last thing I enjoy about the RecTeQ, right? I hit the off button, the fan's gonna keep going for a little while. Happens on most pellet grills, but then the auger is gonna go for a little bit, not only to push out some burnt chips, but to pre-load it for your next grilling experience. And that right there is why I chose RecTeQ.